Hey everyone, welcome to Building with the Bolinows. I'm Veronique and this is my husband Lewis.
Hey
And
guys.
today we're talking about what are our fears with raising a family and building a business during this time in 2023. So, what are your fears, honey?
Yeah, fear, man. I think we live in a world right now where fear is always on your face, right? If it's right on your social media, there's fear in your face. If you're on TV, there's fear in your face, radio. So
Everywhere.
it's really hard to escape fear these days. But I think what you should do is manage your fears.
Yeah. Try to overcome them. I guess like one thing for me, I stopped watching the news because I realized that I can't control everything by knowing everything. If anything, I feel in less control when I see all these bad things happening around the world. And I feel you start getting depressed, you start feeling scared. Like I would
This
get
gets in your head,
it
right?
just gets in your head. I would get scared sending the kids to school. I would get scared just everything. And so I had to eliminate that because I became self-aware of what was contributing to those fears, and that was by watching the news.
Yeah, you gotta stay away from your fear for sure, right? From media, especially. I know it's hard because we have our phones, right?
Yeah.
Everything is on your Instagram these days, so it's really hard to stay away from it. But
I would say lessen it. Just try to lessen it as much as you can.
yeah,
Obviously, yes, we know that we have to know certain things, but you don't have to know 24/7 everything.
yeah.
Because sometimes people, the first thing they do in the morning is they watch the news. And the last thing they do before they go to bed is watch the news. So you go to sleep and you wake up to just negative, 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 negative.
Right. And what I've learned from fear too is that fear is, I think, just a part of your growth. So, for example, like I'm fearful of this, series right now. I'm really afraid of like talking and being on video, but I'm just okay with the fear being with me while I do my stuff because I feel like it's just growth, right? If you're not growing, then wait a minute. If there's no fear, then you're not growing, right? So,
There you go. That's good. I like that.
yeah.
What
What are your
about
fears?
what about with the kids? Our fear of raising the kids right
I
now.
think it's just normal to be fearful when you're a parent, right?
Yeah.
Because you're fear of them. I mean, even with our baby Lila, I'm afraid of her like falling or
Hitting
hitting
her
her head
head.
or falling off the stairs or jumping out of the car, right? So I feel like it's your what is it? Your natural mechanism
Hmm.
to watch your kids. So yeah, that's the reason why you have fear.
Yeah. I think my number one fear, well, is just with everything that's going on right now,
Society.
society, and trying to push stuff onto our kids. So, like for me, I really try to be in control of that as much as I can so that, you know what, if my kids get, I think it was Grant Cardone, right? If
Messed up.
if my kids get messed up in the future, it's going to be because of me. It's not because of the world, because usually, I mean, if you really think about it, our kids are influenced by outside factors most of the time.
Especially
That's
social media, right?
social media, school, friends. That's who they're influenced by the most because they're with them most of the time. So, because we don't want to homeschool, well, I'm leaning more into that. But right now, we're not homeschooling. And because I am aware of that, I try to control as much as I possibly can. So, like what they watch, what they listen to, the friends they have,
Food to eat.
activities, foods they eat. I try to be as in control of all of those things as much as possible.
Just doing your best as much as you can.
Right. And nowhere near perfect. I'm not saying that we're perfect by any means because it is hard. It is hard. Right.
Right.
But yeah, so that's
What
one of
other
my
fears do we
fears.
have? So fear of the economy. I
Fear
think
of
a
the
lot of people are
economy,
suffering right now from this economic um, disaster, like whatever this is.
yeah,
I mean, there's a war happening right now.
inflation, everything going up, groceries, things like
Right.
that. So we try to um just look at all of our bills. We Lewis is very good at this. He is really good with numbers. So find out who in your I guess your partnership or whatever, who, or if you're by yourself, like really try to um look at your numbers all the time, see where you're spending most money, and try to see where you can maneuver. Like for groceries, we started buying wholesale, like grass-fed meat from another state
A
and
farmer.
a farmer, and we realized that it was saving us money overall in the year span of buying meats from the store. So that was one area that we, changed. Other things are like what?
Just look at your overhead.
Mhm.
Minimize spending, increasing money, increasing your cash flow is of course big.
Eating out, that
Yeah,
was
just being
one
more
of our.
efficient with your money, right? You gotta consider like a lot of factors, taxes,
Yeah.
there's a lot happening out there. So
What about retirement plan when you're in
yeah, I think
business?
once you hit a certain age, you got you kind of think about retirement.
Mhm.
So that's another fear, right? A fear of getting older, fear of what's gonna happen when I'm 70.
Fear of our
So
parents getting older, fear of our kids getting older. I
yeah,
think
so
we
many
learned in
fears.
marriage counseling, right? 40s is like the number one uh
Or the hardest phase.
or the hardest phase of someone's life because your kids are getting older and moving out and your parents are getting older and you have to deal with what
Getting
comes with
sick,
getting
getting
sick
older.
and getting older with all that. So it's a time when you really need to be aware of what are you going to do? What are you going to do during that time? So I think that's why, like right now, we've realized, like, hey, we're gonna be 40 in like what? How many more years? 5? Well,
I'm
5 for
exposing my
me.
age.
Sorry.
No, I'm okay with it. I'll be 40 in like 3 years, two and a half
Right.
years.
So we're really working hard right now because we know what's gonna come. We know the kids are gonna get older and they're gonna be moving out, and our parents are gonna get older, and what's gonna happen?
Right.
Who's gonna take care of them?
I think our biggest goal is being really financially stable because not only that we got to take care of ourselves, we
Right.
got to take care of our kids and our parents too.
Right.
So we're just coming to that age where it's about to be real, right? It's about to be real. I mean, college is coming up. We got to buy cars for our kids in a few years, private school, and
Oh man.
you know, our parents getting older, so healthcare is going to be an issue. So yeah, we're just kind of preparing
Right.
for, I guess, the next phase of our lives. So
I guess my thing would be don't let fear stop you from, like, it's scary, right? It's scary to think about our parents getting older, but don't let fear get in the way of you being prepared. Just take it one day at a time. It's not going to be tomorrow, but it is going to be in the future. And it's okay to plan. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't get stressed out about it. Just take it one day at a time.
yeah, there's so many fears, right? The fear of
Uh,
failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown.
yeah.
But it is what it is, right?
Fear is always going to be there, but I feel like if you try to look at it as in a positive way, it's going to push you to overcoming that.
Right. Fear is not necessarily bad.
Right.
You can actually use it as a push, like what you said. Just push you to improve, push you to like step it up, push you to have some urgency. That way, you can hit your goals quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fear shouldn't paralyze you.
Right. All right, then. Well, we overcame our fear of doing this video. So good job to us. And we hope you guys got value from it today. Please subscribe to our channel. And
If you guys have any questions, you can hit us up on Instagram. We're going to post it below.
all right, guys, have a great day.
See ya.
Bye.